blue. Mm. Mm. General Tso's chicken. Alright, well, wonton soup's coming up in a minute. I ate my wontons with a fork. I'm not a drink bro. Like, oh, my broth's the best part. What? Drink it. Man, drink it. I'm not a huge fan of the chives, but the flavor, the added bonus of the flavor they provide is nice. Other than, like, I don't like eating. But yeah, see, like, you know, think about it. This is good. Oh, it's like, where's my lid? It's all the way over there. Now I'm gonna save some of this for later when I eat my soup. It is still very hot. Mm. Oh, yeah. Yep. Love it. Anybody like egg drop soup? Anybody like egg drop soup? Highly recommend. Yeah, a good Chinese place. I highly recommend. Hot. I like that though. It's gotta be hot, man. Yeah, I'm absolutely blessed around here to have the restaurants I do. I have the biggest smorgasbord, I think in the country. Shady Maples, somewhere I can visit daily if I want to. 7 people just left to go look that up. That's okay, that's awesome. Yeah, we're so many good pizzerias. I mean, it's definitely helpful that we have all the farms and the Amish community and everything. I mean, like that's a big one. Very good, ma'am. I'm about to eat this entire large soup. To be perfectly honest with you. Oh my god, this is good. I don't know what it is about wonton, man. I just love it. Got a couple of fortune cookies in it too. Gotta threw a little bit of sauce on the side of the container. I don't really actually I didn't get any napkins, but that's okay. I'm not complaining at all. This is so good. I don't expect napkins with Chinese takeout, to be perfectly honest with you. I don't think I normally get them. I really just, I don't know. I feel like it's something I don't expect for some reason. I'm not really sure why. I'll bet you so many people are ordering Chinese tonight. Excuse me ahead of time. Excuse me. There's no with wonton. There's no other way to do it. You try to like bite it. It's just gonna fall apart. The soup's gonna splash in your face. No, no. Yeah, it's all you're all in. I bet some people are watching me eat it too. Like, man. So that's how you do it. Yeah. I learned early on if I like wonton, I'm gonna have to eat the entire thing at a time. Just flat out how it has to work. Mm. Oh, boy, am I grateful for this. Wow. Oh. Huh. Hit the spot, man. It's almost like, do you ever like feel like sometimes your soul is like re-energized, you know? Hey, food can do that, man. Food can do that. Round two. I still have quite a few left. Excuse me. True. You know, I have to admit, Amp energy drinks are pretty refreshing. I don't know why they're not just everywhere. I mean, it's Mountain Dew. Just energy. I mean, obviously, like, they're making it into an energy drink, but, like, I mean, there's still a reminiscent taste of Mountain Dew in there, for sure. Whoops. Mm. See, with those, they're just too small. I mean, I need a drink. That's why, like, I'm so picky about it because, like, there are certain ones that just I feel like they don't quench my thirst at all. But like this one, yeah, it does. I mean, that's gonna be different for everybody too. Like, obviously, like condone it unless you're in shape, you know. There we go. This 1 ton fell apart. Here, I'll let you guys see the inside. It's just pork. See where it goes. Thanks. Appreciate that. Probably means you've been watching, right? Yeah, I mean, they're pretty good. Those are the sugar-free ones I usually get. But like, I love some of those original ones. I love Full Throttle, like the original, and like that was one of the original energy drinks I remember being out. I mean, like, not the original. I'm just saying one. I remember it being one of the originals that I saw, you know, a while back, and. You know, AMP 2, the AMP Energy, for sure, you know, like that's been around. I'm trying to think, like, I like Rockstar too. With Monster, I like the juice. But Monster needs to release an extra caffeinated version. Like, Monster's too weak. If it wants to compete and it wants to keep up with sales and it wants to compete, I think it needs to, like you know, the punch it has. I'm not talking about, like, I think it's actually one of the juices, but it's actually the only carbonated one, I think. That punch one, it's really good. But make like an extra caffeinated version, so I don't gotta get like 2. You know what I'm saying? Like, get more concentrated, that's all. Because, like, I don't sit there and pound them. Like, you see how long it takes me to drink those. I don't sit here and, like, pound the thing. And I feel like that's kind of the usual, maybe. And so, like, if you make an extra caffeinated one, I don't gotta get 2 of them. I think it would sell a lot, and then you'd be competing with some of the Rockstar Punched numbers. You know, because Rockstar Punched is in that, I think, 180 to 240 range, somewhere around there for the caffeine. And I think Monster is closer to the 130 range, if I'm not mistaken, 160, something like that. So it's definitely lesser. This one's 142. And I gotta be honest, like, even at 142, I feel more energized than a Monster. Like, not that Monster's bad, not that I don't like Monster or anything like that. It's not bad. I actually like Monster. It's just that it's not that super energizing. You guys, like, I don't sit and talk about the things I don't like too much, but I'm just not a huge fan of Red Bull. So if you offer me a Red Bull, I'm probably just going to say no. It gives me a headache. And doesn't give me any energy, too. So I flat out gotten drowsy after drinking a Red Bull. Bucked Up is actually good. I like it. Yeah, it's. I think they have it in Walmart. Is that what it's called? I mean, that sounds right. Whew, I'm so full. That's funny. Yeah, I mean, I like to see caffeine and B vitamins, but like, I don't necessarily need everything to be, you know. I mean, you know, when you're athletic and stuff like that, and you're drinking something to give you energy and stuff like that, yeah, you're athletic, so a lot of times you're gonna work it off. But I mean, are you doing it in excess? You know, are you doing it like a ton? All right, don't do that. You know, you know, it's it's the sort of thing where just like um, yeah, you see me guys like sit for a long time on the streams or something like that. I'm gonna stand up, you know, or something like that, um, for a few minutes, and could I potentially end the stream? Could I like just start another one? Yes. This causes. I'm not gonna go into the politics of why I don't do that, but for my channel, there's reasons why I don't do that, and it's caused me problems and stuff like that. That's it. That's the simplicity of it. So yeah, like with what I was just saying, basically with everything, you know, comes that moderation. Well, I shouldn't say everything. Everything that's healthy, everything that you want to do, that seems that you know, like you can do it and should do it. You know, like it's best for you or you want to do it. Yada yada. You get what I'm saying. So like yeah, with that comes moderation. And like I said, just like with anything, you know, just like sitting, even something as simple as sitting for excess amounts of time. So you know, I stand up for a couple of minutes here, do a couple of stretches. You know, that's the point. Just move around. It's. I'm sure you guys see me with like multiple drinks and stuff like that. Yeah, like that's the point. Like yeah, I do drink this, but like you also see me like with other things. Like I drink like apple juice, and I do drink water. I do have a case of water, and I replace it when it's done at home. You know, like I have multiple things. I eat. I snack on fruit, but then I also snack on you know, like gummies and stuff like that. And that's fine. Like I do it in moderation. I don't do it in like super excessive amounts, you know. Um, and because my teeth are what they are, and I need to get them fixed. I have several broken teeth and stuff like that. It's not because I don't brush them. It's actually because many years ago I had many crowns that slowly started coming out, and I just got something in my sunglasses. I many years ago, I had all these crowns that started breaking and slowly coming out, and eventually, you know, there's only so many times you can reattach a crown. So eventually, I just started losing some here and there, and because when I was younger, I didn't know I had soft teeth, and I would like eat like hard pretzels and stuff like that. It wasn't because I didn't brush them. I just when I was younger, I also had like my teeth grew in really weird, and so like made it really hard to floss when I was younger. It just made it difficult to do. That's all. and so like there was it just it hard to reach places, that sort of thing. I just very unique bite is what he called it, essentially. So essentially, yeah, it's just so many different things there, so many variables as to why that happened. But anyway, just like knowing that now, knowing that my teeth are the way they are, I will eat some candy here and there because I brush my teeth, and that's fine. I mean, it is what it is. I need, obviously, if I want the calories, I want the calories. But I also try to stay away from, like, all right, I'm not going to eat Sour Patch Kids. Yeah, I mean, like I'm not going to eat the gooeyest, stickiest, gluiest, like, rip your teeth apart sort of sugar-coated candy that you could possibly imagine. Nope, not gonna do it. So like that's the point. Like I haven't touched Sour Patch Kids in probably it's been a long time. I loved those. I loved so like I would get the freaking like 10-pound bag, like the giant. I love those things. And so like that's the point. I had to eventually just stop with that. And you guys, when I eat like gummies and stuff, it's typically the ones that don't stick, where I can chew through it. It goes to pieces basically in my mouth, and I swallow the pieces. Big deal. It's gelatin, So, that's why I eat those. I don't eat like the fruit snacks. I'm very picky with those. A lot of the ones that are like, I think the Welch's, I think it's the Welch's that those don't rip your teeth apart. But like anything that like basically is sticky as you bite into it. Basically, as you bite into it, does it become sticky with your saliva? And Albanese gummy bears, Black Forest gummy bears, Lifesaver gummies, none of those do. That's why I eat that stuff, because it doesn't sit there in between my teeth, yada yada. I don't have to worry about it as much. If I drink something, usually the pieces go with it. You know what I mean? Like it's not, and that's what you really have to worry about is essentially in between flosses and brushes, access pieces of food getting into the crevices and stuff like that I have yet to get fixed. Anyway, everything in moderation, everything that you want to do, that you can do, that you should do, that is healthy for you, that you want for yourself. And so, that's why certain things might seem like, you guys, like, oh man, he drinks these energy drinks and stuff like that. Well, it might seem that way to you guys, but, in reality, there are a lot of other things I drink and stuff like that is moderation and stuff. I don't, once in a while, like when I first started working, I got a case of them just to last me for a couple of weeks, and then I would use one throughout the day, so that way I wasn't taking extra time driving to a gas station, spending extra money doing that, yada yada yada. It was more budgeting sort of thing. That was why I got the case of the grape ghost that you guys saw me drinking. That was why I did that, because I rationalized that rather than wasting time making coffee every morning, trying to do all this stuff, because I like sugar in my coffee, I take it very specific. It's got to be a clean coffee brewer. If it's not clean, I gotta clean it. I gotta do all this stuff just to make sure it's right, otherwise I won't want it, I won't want to drink it, it'll be very unappetizing. It's just got to be just right, and then with that I can just crack it open and go. So I just I have my things a certain way. I love coffee though. We're gonna do some more stuff with that, I think, in the future, obviously. But I love coffee. Obviously, you guys know that. We sit in the. You guys watched me in my chair, sitting there drinking my coffee. Pretty proud, pretty happy with my Ninja brewer. If you guys know, I have a Ninja coffee brewer. I love them. Ninja makes some great coffee brewers. It's probably the best, one of the best, if not the best, coffee brewer I've ever had. That thing, it's just really, really good. I don't even know how to explain it. It really, it also has that nice function where you can, like, while it's brewing, you can take the pot off and pour, and it'll keep brewing, and if it's fine, you can interrupt it. It's fine. So like if you really want a cup, and it's still brewing, and you want to cheat, you don't want to wait. You can literally just pull the pot right off. It will keep brewing. It won't stop. It won't shut off. It won't pause. It won't do that. Just don't linger around with the pot in your hand for too long. Otherwise, it just fills up the top. So yeah, just put it right back, and it just keeps going. Now, I think it will pause it eventually if it gets too full. Obviously, if you forget or something, I think that safety feature is in there. But you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Why would you do it? You just gotta pour it, put it right back. So that's always really appealing with that one. And then, in my opinion, just some sort of freshness to the Ninja brewer. I don't know. I can't really explain it, but there's just a freshness about it that with each individual brand of coffee, I actually notice it more. I noticed just something about the inner workings of the coffee brewer where it doesn't linger, like previous coffee doesn't linger around, if that makes sense. It's almost like you notice the notes of each coffee that you brew in there a lot better than other coffee brewers, if that makes sense. I don't know why. I don't understand why. I think it has something to do with the way the little... isn't it called a little shower brewer, the way it is? The little, because it goes over the top, and it's actually almost like a shower head the way it works, and then drips water sort of evenly over the surface, so that way it's not just one spot, and then not getting all the other coffee and stuff like that. Which, of course, obviously is a better design than the old, just single drip, So yeah, for sure, that is probably that is the best coffee brewer I've had. I like there's a bunch of different coffees that I like. Tons of coffee that I like Keurig K-Cups, yeah. I highly recommend, if you guys like Death Wish coffee. Death Wish is very good. They have all kinds of medium roast and stuff like that. But it's extra caffeinated too. And I don't know if you knew this or not. You guys know my favorite band, Black Label Society. Well, Zakk Wylde himself actually has a line of coffee through them called Valhalla Java, Odin Force Blend. So you should try that. I actually really like it. It's called Valhalla Java, Odin Force Blend. It's through Death Wish. It's actually very good. It's up there as one of my favorites. It's not at the absolute tippy top anymore, but it is so good. It's so hard to pick a favorite. I like so many, so that's why I'm having a really hard time with it right now, because I'm between a bunch of different ones, but it's up there. I also Yeah, Black Label Society is my favorite band. Zakk Wylde. So yeah, Valhalla, Java, Odin Force Blend. Um, let me see. I like. See that's funny because that's definitely a darker roast, but I actually I like the medium roasts, and I don't usually like light roasts. However, one of my favorites is a light roast. If you guys have never heard of it, I highly recommend it. It's actually called Leroy Jenkins. I'm not making it up. Player One Coffee. Player One Coffee, Leroy Jenkins. It is a blonde roast, but is quite possibly the best coffee I've ever had. It is so good. It is so good. It is so hard not to just love that coffee. It's so freaking good. I don't know how they did it. You've heard medium roast is more caffeine than dark, and just depends on the. Yeah, not dark. Technically speaking, dark has more natural caffeine than any other. The darker you go, like espresso and stuff like that. So technically, the darker you go, the more natural caffeine. So no, not really, but it just depends on how they do it. It just depends on how they do it. Because espresso, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Espresso is like very high caffeine. Alright, well, now my soup is. There's really not much left, and it's all warm, so. Alright, put that aside. Let's get our wonton. Or, I'm sorry, wonton. Fortune cookies. Fortune cookies look like little wontons. Or vice versa. Do you ever get like a fortune? And I was like, what the heck? Adversity is the first path to truth. Agreed. I don't know about the first. It's a path to truth. Let's see my other fortunes. But yeah, that whole medium roast thing, like, all different coffees have all different caffeine content. Like, you just have to actually look, to be honest with you. But that's what my research told me. Essentially, the way I understand it is, the darker you go, the more natural caffeine. Because, it's darker. Just like I said with, like, espresso beans and something like that. That's, like, very, very dark, It's sort of like, thinking about the bitterness of, like, dark chocolate, like, really dark chocolate versus milk chocolate, if that makes sense. I mean, like, one's rich with sugar and the other one's very bitter with its original content, But anyway, Um, to be courageous is to face adversity with bravery and determination. So this adversity thing. Shut up, open a window. It's been chilly like early in the day, but then like it gets like really warm later. So it's like it's 80, basically 80 degrees right now. I think earlier it was like 50 something. Yeah, somebody's talking about K-Cups. I like K-Cups too. Keurig makes good stuff. I mean, that is really good. I just, I like my Ninja. I used to use a Keurig, but just after I got that Ninja, nothing compared to the Ninja. I have I had a really nice French press once because I was trying to get myself to like it. I just needed to accept I didn't like coffee like that. Like I tried it so many times. It was a really nice French press. And I just needed to accept I just didn't like coffee through a French press. I just need to accept that. I like it the way I like it. I just flat out just was being picky and didn't like it that way. That's all. It's that simple. I mean, sometimes it just happens with stuff, you know. So I gave that to a friend. And I was like, "Well, yeah, you can have it." I mean, flat out, he needed a French press, and I didn't really care for it. I didn't, because like I said, it's nice, really nice French press, but I don't. Like I said, I need to admit that I didn't like my coffee from French press, and he wanted it, so you got it. It's actually nice that somebody's using it because otherwise it would just sat there. And pretty sure he used it quite a bit. Yeah. So like, if you want to know like some good coffee from the store that's really like cheap, good like just really good coffee that's cheap. 8 o'clock. Excellent medium roast. Get Colombian medium roast. Excellent. And Dunkin' Donuts. Dunkin' Donuts. It's so good. I don't remember how cheap that is though, so I'm gonna give you another one. Oh yeah, I personally like Folgers. I think it's actually a pretty cheap, good one. I personally just love Folgers. I know some people are a certain way, but I like Folgers. Again with the medium roast. But these are typically ones where the medium roast is good because that's what I drink. That's what I drink. I drink mediums. The only type of light roast I typically go with is a breakfast blend, and that's usually medium actually. It's just usually notes of a light, of a blonde roast. But one thing I won't drink, I do not like, I can't stand is Sumatra. I do not like Sumatra. I will never recommend it. It is bitter. I don't like it. But that's just a personal preference. Yeah, 8 o'clock and Folgers are decently priced, good coffee from the store. Death Wish actually is at Walmart now, though. By the way. No, Walmart has Death Wish now. Just to let you know. They don't have Valhalla Java, but they have Death Wish. You should get Valhalla Java. Of course, one. You should do it. You should try it, especially if you like dark. It's so good. It's very, very, very good. Yeah, I mean, I'm not a bitter kind of guy either, but like, there's something about that one for some reason. It's still good. Yeah, that Leroy Jenkins coffee, man. That's some of my favorite. I'm trying to think of something off the top of my head that even felt at any point more refreshing than that. You know what I had that was actually good coffee? And I'm not making this up. I ordered this, okay? I ordered this. It was called Wake the Hell Up. I swear, it was actually called it's actually very good. Now, it's like twice the caffeine content. Keep that in mind. It's like twice the caffeine content. But like, man, is it good. Sushi, 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 sushi. Yeah, he really did say it like that, didn't he? Sushi, sushi. I can't even say it like that. Shushi. My brain doesn't want me to say it like that. It's such a difficult word to say that my brain is so programmed to not. I have it locked down. Sushi. 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 Yeah, he really messed that word up. That was funny. he really did miss that one. I got stuff to do today, but we're gonna get back to couple of games that I wanted to get back to here soon. Sushi. Sushi. If you guys enjoyed the food content. You guys seem to enjoy the food content. So, thank you for that. Because I obviously enjoy delivering that content. I'm totally fine with that. By the way, not another one. That sushi. That's probably so dirty, and I just put that on my face. Bah. Sushi. Yeah, I don't know that I should be doing that either. Yep, that was not a good thing to have done. Sushi. Let's see, what else do I have? Oh, that's it, I'm broke. It's the highest bill I have. I mean, I have several, but remember like when people used to just like hold up money to gain like viewers? They're just like hold up like money and just like dance around. Do people still do that? I hope not. I'll fix my hair with it. That's fine. I don't care about that. Fix my hair. Fix my hair. With the dollar. With the dollar. Fix it, dude. Fix my hair with a dollar. A dollar. there didn't need fixed. When a problem comes along, you must fix it. Whip it into shape. Shape it up. That's right. Move it then. Does anybody eat these? Anybody eat these? I ate them with duck sauce. Right that way. Go with Vivo. You guys remember Men Without Hats? You can dance if you wanna, leave your friends behind. Because your friends don't dance, and if they don't dance with it, no friends of mine. Say we can go where we want to, just they will never find. I come from out to this world, the real one far behind, and we can dance. We can dance if we want to. Leave your friends behind. It kind of sounds like a Tears for Fears song, doesn't it? It doesn't sound like it sounds like Tears for Fears. What else did Men Without Hats do? They didn't really do anything else, did they? Tears for Fears did, though. There's so much music that came out of the 80s that's like almost forgotten, you know. It's obsolete. It's like such good music. Remember all the hits that came out of like movies and stuff like that? Remember that song, the song for Ghostbusters? Didn't we find out later, didn't like Sting or somebody else actually like write the entire thing? And like basically like they stole, like it didn't say Ghostbusters, it was just like a different song, and they basically like, wasn't he working with them or something kind of like that, right? And like they just basically like took the entire thing, something like that. Especially this song. I think it was Sting. I think it was somebody. Shows how much I remember. I remember something about it. Oh yeah, You Can Break Your Heart. That was a cover though, at least. At least like we know that as a cover. I'm talking like basically like taking the whole song. um Sort of like Vanilla Ice did with Ice Ice Baby. And then like he basically admitted it. So like, you know the song, you guys know the song Under Pressure Queen did with wasn't it David Bowie? Pressure pushing down on me, pushing down on you. That song. Under Pressure. That one. Basically that one. It's the same. It's the same as Ice Ice Baby. Basically what he said was that, and basically admittance too. He's like, no. It's different. You hear that one part, that little dingle, that it has that little bell in there. That's where it's different. So basically admitting that it's the same thing, just putting that little bell. That's what he did. He put like this little bell. And like we all loved Ice Ice Baby, obviously, but like, and Vanilla Ice too, like obviously, but like, you know, yeah, yeah. I mean, he basically admitted that he took the thing from them. So anyway, that's kind of what I mean. More like that than an actual cover that they paid royalties for and asked for permission and yada yada yada. Because that's what a real cover is. Alright. I respect the bands that do a cover. Like, you know, obviously this was the growing respect for Disturbed over the years, to take something an original artist did and then evolve it into your own thing. Like, that's actually super impressive, because like you're taking something that you've always heard a certain way and somehow changing it. You've always heard it this way, you've always heard it this way, and now you have to break it down and reassemble it in a new way that is you. You know, that speaks to you, that's about your band and what your sound is about. And that's super impressive that Disturbed can do this time and time again, can come out with a cover that sounds, in my opinion, if not better than the first. I mean, I know some people would be like, you know, well, that's crazy to say it's better than the first. No, I would argue that, you know, a lot of them have made the first one more popular, you know, and you can't even deny that, you know. You know, they know what they're doing, and it's awesome. Have you guys? A lot of people didn't know, because they were seemingly absent for the Asylum album, even though that album was a good album and everybody trashed it even though it was a good album. People don't realize they actually did a cover of a U2 song on that album. A lot of people never heard it. Yeah. And because they trashed the album, and everybody, the funny thing is they trashed that album, but then I'll name songs from the album, like, oh yeah, that's a good song. Like, well, that was on Asylum. And they're like, oh, it was? I thought that was in this. And no, that was Asylum. Like, I'll name, like, The Infection. And they're like, oh, yeah, that was good. That was... oh, really? The Animal. Oh, that was on... Yeah, that was... anyway, I'm thinking. Hold on, sorry. I lost it. I still haven't found what I'm looking for. I still haven't found what I'm looking for. Yep, they do that in their very disturbed, amazing way. No, I still haven't found what I'm looking for. It's so good, man. Go listen to it. I still haven't found what I'm looking for. And they cover it. And it's really good. I love it. The part of the problem people don't realize is it's a bonus track. You have to listen to the last track for a minute, and I think it's a minute and 36 or 38 seconds. I listened to it so many times. It's somewhere around there. It might be a minute 28. It's around the minute and a half mark. On the last track on Asylum, you get to a certain part and it starts going and then Mike kicks in. Highest mountains. Go listen to it. Don't listen to me. Listen to that one. I have run through fields only to be with you. Go listen to it. Such a good cover. Nobody's heard it. Yeah. That's why Dave Draymond did what he did with the latest, like, I shouldn't say he did what he did. They decided, he said it, he made the statement, but essentially they decided as a group that you know, with this and that newest album, that they were going to just do, I think it was like 10 songs, because that's exactly what you just said. Most people, the songs hide on an album, they totally forget about them. They have this huge category of songs. Like, it actually is irritating, like, people don't know about, like, Legion of Monsters, and, like, all these amazing Disturbed songs that are at the end of albums. Like, one of my favorite songs from 10,000 Fists, well, one of my favorite Disturbed songs, period, for the longest time, was Pain Redefined. And it's hiding at the end of 10,000 Fists, and I had to tell a lot of people about it. A lot of people didn't know it existed for a while. Facade was one of my favorites for a while, and that's like all the way at the end of Indestructible. A lot of people don't know it exists. Conflict was another one that people didn't know it exists. And I think that was on Sickness, right? I think that was on the very first one, right? You are enemy. You are my hated enemy. I am enemy. You're my one greatest enemy. Go listen to that too. Conflict, Disturbed. First album. I'll bet half of you haven't even heard it. You're like, oh, I heard Voices. I heard Down with the Sickness. I heard that album. No, you didn't. You didn't listen to Dropping Plates, did you? You didn't listen to Conflict, did you? Here I come, I'm dropping plates on your ass. Here I come, I'm dropping plates, and I'm dropping plates. I love that song. It's just fun. It's a fun song. Yep. Oh! 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 Did you see that? That was flat out a Lamborghini Aventador that just drove by. An orange Lamborghini Aventador. That was awesome. Wow. It's a good song. I'll bet you almost nobody can name a single song on Believe, the second album. Like, I bet you like so many people can be like, oh yeah, I know about what's the Land of Confusion, and yeah, like that's the songs. Those are the songs they name. Land of Confusion, Sounds of Silence. It's like, well, those are covers. Not that they're bad, they're great. But like, I don't know, I loved Believe. I loved all their stuff, but like, they're another band that, you know, as certain albums would come out, you know, obviously it would get certain, it's just media. It's more media. It's not fans. It's not real actual fans. It's just people saying this and that. It's part of what the metal and rock community does, unfortunately. Like, it's not the fans necessarily, but it sort of is. So like, all right, for example, I might call Zakk Wylde the greatest guitarist in the world, or something like that. But somebody else might call Buckethead or Steve Vai the greatest guitarist in the world, or somebody else. You know, like, it for them it might not be Zakk Wylde. You know, it might be somebody else. So, while I think most reasonable people can kind of get over this and be like, yeah, okay, that's cool. You know, like, I mean, that's cool. He's really good too. So I can see you liking him too. Other people will, you know, post the comments and continue going on and on. Yo, I don't know why you could even consider him. Wow, yada yada yada, and be nasty and hateful and blah 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 blah. And just like, you know, this guy's the only one. This guy, no, if your opinion's wrong, yada yada yada, you know. And so the metal community, and guys, you know the gaming community too, is full of people like this. The metal community, though, like, it's really, really bad. I mean, okay, you're talking about, you guys know Dimebag Darrell, right? Like, flat out, this was, Zakk Wylde, like, this was the whole point. Like, that Dimebag Darrell was like one of his very, very good friends. Like, that's why Zakk Wylde is now playing with Pantera and touring with them, because that's like the only guy they wanted for the job. Like, that's the point. This is like the center, like this reason, like, this is the point, is like he was just on stage playing. He dared to play with another band. You know, like, this is how crazy some of the hate gets for people, and this is the point. It shouldn't be ever be this bad. We should just, you know, love those guys and respect them as well. Like, so what? And some people, like, that's the point. Dimebag Darrell was arguably one of the greatest guitarists in the world too. He really was. He was that good. People don't give him enough credit. He really was that good. He was so technical, so fast. And so, like, yeah, when he showed up not playing with Pantera, playing with another band, that's what happened. Like, essentially a crazy fan shot him. And that's how he died. Literally just because he was playing on stage with another band. And it wasn't Pantera, and like, that was the, you know, the supposed reason and stuff like that. It's like, wow. So, you know, like, we've seen this a million times before, but like, we shouldn't be. You know, we should be getting over this. And so, yeah, that's why, like, when somebody else, like, you know, wants to, like, this other guitarist and stuff like that, and they're their favorite, you know, that's great. You know, like, don't hate on that. Don't cancel that. Don't disrespect that. Love that, you know, like, respect that. But then, you know, you want to talk about yours, great, do that too. You want to talk about why, you can talk about why. Well, I think he's the greatest because of this and this and this. That's just a debate point. You know what I mean? If the other person doesn't have a debate point, well, then he's got to go watch some more of his guitarists and figure out why he likes him so much. That's it. That's all he's got to do. And then use his own opinion to be like, well, this is why I like him so much. And you'd be like, yeah, man, I could see that. That's great. You know, whereas, like, with Slash, like, let's say somebody's favorite is Slash or something like that versus Zakk. Great. Nothing wrong with that. And maybe your reason is, you know, like, all right, so with Zakk, you know, maybe just, you know, for some reason his style, way of playing and stuff like that just doesn't align with the way you like to hear, you know, your music. You know, like you grew up hearing certain stuff a certain way, and now for some reason the way Slash plays his stuff, that's just music to your soul, and that's the way you hear it. Just like I grew up listening to Ozzy, I grew up listening to Black Sabbath, I grew up listening to all that stuff, and so did Zakk. So when Zakk plays music, and we grew up listening to the exact same groups, loving the exact same stuff, and then Zakk goes and plays some songs, yeah, that's why I love it so much, because basically we like the same stuff. We like the same, like, pretty much the same exact music. So that's why that ends up happening. Why, you know, like, I can find, like, this one guy that everything he puts out, I just love it. Now, yeah, it's arguably probably because we listen to, like, the exact same stuff. So therefore, the music he ends up putting out and pouring out of his soul and stuff like that, and his memory banks and who he is just the, you know, DNA code of how he grew up and what he listened to as well. You know, and it's often, you know, that's the point. That's what you get. King of Pinch Harmonics, yeah, he won Riff Lord so many times in a row. I mean, he was with Ozzy since The Rest of the Wicked since '80s. So, like, Zakk Wylde, for anybody that doesn't know why he's so important, he wrote, like, all those, like, all the music and stuff that Ozzy, like, not the lyrics, but the music and stuff, like the guitar riffs and the piano and all that stuff for all of Ozzy's, like, music, basically from, like, the late '80s to like modern. Like Ozzy worked with some other people, but it was mainly Zach. And like Osmosis, even some of the albums that people think Zach wasn't on, he was on Osmosis. That was Zach. Perry Mason, all that stuff, that was Zach. Um, Mom, I'm Coming Home, No More Tears, Crazy Babies, Miracle Man, all that stuff, that was just Zach Wild. Um, yeah, I mean, like, obviously Ozzy did the lyrics and stuff and like that and did it beautifully, and Ozzy is Ozzy. He still put the band together. He still, full credit to him, but like, I'm just saying, like, on the music side of things, guitar side of things, that's where I'm coming from. That's why that speaks to me, and that's why I like Zach, because I grew up listening to all that stuff and following all that stuff, and so that's why I like Zach. That's why I like Black Label Society, because for me it was a lot of it was more about the music and the guitar and the way that sounded and all that. And I like the way Zach sings. I do. I love his voice. I do. I like his southern, like, classic sort of rock sounding stuff too. His solo stuff is great. Zach Wild, Lost Prayer, a song called Lost Prayer. It's actually a newer one he sort of did. He has his whole line of his own whole line of guitars now too. Wild Audio. I mean, he always did do those designs, all his crazy awesome guitars over the years. He always actually did. That was him, like, coming up with the designs. But his company makes his own guitar sound. Yeah, he was with Epiphone Gibson for the longest time, but I mean, I think he still uses them here and there, but like he has his own company now, Wild Audio, amps, guitars, everything. But yeah, Lost Prayer, Zach Wild. That's a good one if you want to hear some solo stuff. Corey Taylor did one with him too called Sleeping Dogs. It was good. Video's freaking hilarious. Zach's a funny guy. He doesn't know how to do a serious interview. When it comes down to doing a show, he's a professional for sure. No doubt about it. Yeah, Killswitch Engage. Sevendust as well. Sevendust gets paired with them here and there as well too. But yeah, Zach that's his thing, pinch harmonics for sure. He's got the bend that sounds a certain way. Yeah, he made it a thing for sure. He made it his thing. I still, to this day, have very rarely, if never, heard somebody do a pinch harmonic while doing a chord at the same time, except for him. Like, literally the same, like, exactly at the chord, like a chord, strumming the chord, and then also somehow managing to do a pinch harmonic within the chord. Listen to the song called Breaking All the Rules. It's an Ozzy song, but that's Zach. And that's like the first album he did with him. That's way back. The very first one he did. He was in his early 20s or something like that. He might have even been 19 when he did this. And right there, he's that skill level, just right in the main chord, you can hear it. He's basically doing a harmonic in the main chord. You can basically hear it. He's bending it. Just listen to that. Just listen to the skill level that he's at on Ozzy's first album with him. And it's just like, just like mind blowing. This is like 87, and this guy started his career at this skill level. Just the start to finish, you should listen to it if you're serious about that music. Miracle Man is what it starts with, and then like doesn't stop. I mean, Bloodbath in Paradise, like flat out, like just there's so many musically gifted songs on that album. Crazy Babies, obviously, but that's the quintessential pinch harmonic song. Do 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 woo do. do 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 woo do do. It's like flat out there. Crazy babies. Yeah, Ozzy. But yeah, breaking all the rules. Do 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 we do do. Well, I know. And then epic. I think one of the most epic, like he has his solos too, like the farewell ballad and stuff. But I think the one everybody remembers is the No More Tears solo. I think everybody remembers the No More Tears solo as like the quintessential one that like most people just love, right? I think that's fair. I mean, it was flat out like the quintessential like solo. It was like, yeah, this is, you can hear Zach, you can hear it flat out in the solo. But it was also like, you know, like the chord progression to of the main song, you know, starting off all slow, you know, and then just building into that shred. Now that helps the solo. You know, that's the point. That build up that he did. The well, 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 mm-hmm, well, do, 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 do. And then he's, it's like it's all building, you know, like literally, and then it goes, and then you hear the drums kick in. It just do 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 do. You just know that the riff, you know he's about to start shredding. You just know it. You feel it, and then he does, and he nails it even more than you would have expected. Like that's the point. Like he just, yeah, I mean, he just totally shreds the thing up. You know, even more than you'd expect. So like that's the point. It's a build up, build up, build up. Then he nails it on the shred, but then he does this really complex technical, something that sounds easy, but then when you break it down, it's actually pretty technical. He thinks it's super easy, but when you break it down, it really is super technical. It really is. He's doing a few different things there. He does not appreciate how good he is. He started that stuff when he was young, and he just it's super technical stuff. Nobody will be able to ever do that solo like him. I promise you that. It won't sound the same. That's why Zach, like, that's the point. Like, he can do something so technical. He does it that way to sound that way. He picks it. He typically doesn't do hammer-ons a lot. He picks everything to sound that way. That's why he's so fast. And he just like, he picks everything, and he can just keep going. He'll be solo. He'll just be going on and on and on. And you know, it's like, that's the point. Like, he's doing that, you know, all those years when other people would normally do hammer-ons and stuff like that. Oh, so it starts making sense why he has more endurance, you know, like that's the point, and that's why he he can keep going while other people might take a break or something like that. That's the point. He's just always played that way. And so, like, in my opinion, he really can't appreciate how good he is in comparison, because, you know, he might even have a shitload of professional musicians around him. Meanwhile, some of them might have some problems, and he's the machine, still trudging along, you know. You know, that's sort of the point. Yeah, that's sort of the point. Is you know, like other people, they might get tired, you know, like they have to kind of like stop necessarily doing the fast stuff, stop soloing, stop, you know, taking the show. No, not him. If flat out, if something goes on and he's been playing all day, nah, he'll be like, all right, I got this, and just walk out and start shredding until everybody's ready. You know, like that's what he does. You know, I remember back when he was touring with Ozzy and Black Label Society at the same time and doing Ozfest, we saw him. He did a whole set on Second Stage with Black Label Society, and he was headlining Second Stage with Black Label Society. Phenomenal show. Loved that. That was my first time seeing him too. It was so good. Such a good show. This is the Shot to Hell tour. And then we saw him perform at the very end of the night with Ozzy too. He literally did another set all the way at the end of the night with Ozzy. So we stayed there all day, did the 2 sets, and this was like a pretty regular thing for him. So that's the point. Like, this guy doesn't stop playing guitar. He just doesn't stop. He doesn't put it down. He doesn't know how. He doesn't want to. It's like part of him. Kind of like James Hetfield downpicking everything. Yeah, kind of like James Hetfield downpick. Well, or Billy Joe Armstrong downpicking. You know, he does that too. If anything, Billy Joe Armstrong even more so than James Hetfield. But yeah, flat out, yeah, I agree with you. I mean, James Hetfield, for sure, yeah, that guy's a beast. But Billy Joe does not get enough credit. Watch when he plays sometimes. It's actually kind of weird to watch him play, because you know flat out he is playing what he's playing, but then you look at his hand and you're kind of like turning your head a little bit like, huh, he's really playing like that. he doesn't he plays like this. He doesn't strum his hand like a normal guitarist does to the strum of the actual rhythm. He does it to the tempo, and then lifts his hand. You get what I'm saying? He does it to the tempo, so that, and like moves and shifts, lifts his hand. It's so weird, and I'm just like, how does he play like that? And yeah, like I remember watching it and going, huh, that's interesting. I wonder. And then like I started learning that other people play like that. That is a style. That's like the punk guys used to do that. So, yeah, like speed metal and punk and stuff. So that's why. And that makes sense. Like Green Day, it's funny. Like people think of Green Day, like I guess it's all as alternative. It's like, well, actually, I think Billy Joe would be playing metal if he could. I think the band just molded into what it is. But I think Billy Joe likes metal, likes heavy metal. Jesus of Suburbia, like all the progressive, like pentatonics and scaling, and like just like the chords he uses, just I don't know. I hear it, I feel it, I feel the heart. But it's not a bad thing. Yeah, I mean, like it gave us the modern. The Green Day, you know, what we know of them today and what they became, and it's not a bad thing. But yeah, I think he does. But I also think he likes you know, plenty of punk bands and stuff like that. Like, I'm sure he does, because that's their roots, you know. I mean, that's how they got started. Anyways, I think it's about time for me to get moving on my day. So, all right, guys, let me talk a little bit about something. I'll tell you what. I'm not gonna interact with you guys or anything, but I'm just gonna talk, right? Talk. If you guys want to chat, that's fine, but like I won't be able to like sit and read it or anything. I'm gonna just talk to you guys a little bit. Here's the thing. All right, I'm sure some of you are wondering. All right, what about Silent Hill? All right, you know, I'm a Silent Hill 2 fanboy. I always have been, flat out. I even called myself, you know, I love Silent Hill 2. Love it. I love Silent Hill 2, always have. And so, like, the question is, why am I not playing it? Because it's $70 for the cheapest one. I don't care if it is Silent Hill 2. Like, what the fuck were you thinking, Konami? You don't get off the hook. You don't get off the hook for this one. Like, this is ridiculous. $70. No. I'm done with it. Not doing it anymore. And, like, you guys are going to probably see a change here soon. I think I'm just sort of kind of done. Investing in new games. Because it's an investment at this point. I mean, we're getting too close to triple digits here. We're getting way too close to triple digits here. It's an investment. It's absurd. And so when it's a $70 investment for the cheapest version of Silent Hill 2, of the Silent Hill 2 remake on PC on Steam, I'm sorry, I can't do that. I can't do that, and I won't do that. You will not fool me. I will not be scammed into buying this game again 15, 20 years later just because nostalgia. Nope, I'm done being fooled and scammed by the nostalgia media machine that is these big companies that aren't even close to what they used to be. Konami, Ubisoft. Like, I'm not comparing Konami to Ubisoft, I'm not. But let's admit that Konami isn't what they used to be. Let's admit it. I love Konami. I love them, but let's admit that. Okay? None of them are. Even I love Square Enix, but even Square Enix has done some, like, they're not what they used to be, flat out. We all know it. I love Square Enix, though. They're still one of the ones that's lingering at the top. They are still good. Yeah, I can still count on them for quality products. I can, but I mean, come on, what Bethesda? What's going on with Bethesda, guys? What is going on with Bethesda? What's going on with Bethesda? What is going on with Bethesda? Why is everything trash? Hey Bethesda, why is everything trash? Why is everything trash, Bethesda? Why was Starfield crap? Dude, Starfield was crap. You went and took a crap on Starfield. The game that we were all gonna love. The game that was supposed to be Fallout in space. And you took a crap on it. It could have been good. I still go back to No Man's Sky. That's fun. So why isn't Starfield fun? I mean, like, just like some basics. That's all. That's all I'm saying. Just this is like basic stuff. The new generation is trying to recreate, and capture what they don't understand because they weren't part of the nostalgia. So we have all these professionals going into the workforce now, coming out of college and stuff like that, designing these games, doing these things based on what they think we want. Because they weren't around for the nostalgia, they don't actually know what made it good. It was good because it stood on its own 2 feet. It was the first of this. It was a first idea. It was a new thing. It wasn't like, oh wow, look at the graphics. It was more like, wow, we have a new console and it's called Xbox, and there's this game called Halo, and yeah, maybe it's not a necessarily new concept, but hey, it's a new console, and we haven't really seen an open world shooter game like this done in this format and in this exact way, and now I can sit down with my buddies and also play co-op too, and that makes it fun too. And hey, it's a new console, remember, new, so we're talking about this new console. So like smarter marketing with the physicality console. Maybe like take a hint from Nintendo once in a while, Xbox, and stop trying to do the stupid minimalist crap. No gamer ever buys a game console because they're a minimalist. Are you fucking insane? Like, what do I have to explain this to your marketing department, Xbox? No fucking person ever buys a game console that's a minimalist. Minimalists don't buy game consoles. It's that fucking simple. So why are you trying to make a Series X and Series X and all these other consoles to very obviously appeal to the minimalist demographic? You just don't clearly have no fucking clue what you're doing. Stop already. It's already so frustrating how terrible Microsoft has destroyed Windows and destroyed the Xbox market. But, flat out, if I show how good my Series X runs and how capable it is, I am like hacked from like 5 to 7 different directions by very obvious PlayStation fanboys from across the planet trying to figure out why the Series X looks so good, yada yada. It's like, I don't know what to tell you. It is the most powerful console. I don't know what you want me to say. It literally is. I don't love the idea because, again, I want the PlayStation 5 to be the most powerful console. I would really love to say that. But I can't because it's just not the fucking truth. I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. The Series X, I mean, I have a friend that has a PlayStation 5, and his TV is like significantly larger and better than mine. Not that I have a bad TV, as you guys know, but like his is larger and significantly better. But I can compare flat out. My Series X looks better than his PS5 on his better TV. My Series X looks better on my not better TV than his, but his PS5 doesn't look as good as my Series X on my not as good TV. Does that make sense? So, flat out, that's a decent point of comparison. I mean, he's got a little bit of a better TV, yet my Series X looks better on my TV. Okay? And, like, obviously it depends on the game. We've already talked about this. We've talked about how games designed for specific consoles are going to look good for that console. We've already talked about that. Like, that's A very common thing, if it's optimized for this or that. I mean, that's just how it goes. That's just generally speaking reasonable thing to say is that yeah, a console is optimized for either NVIDIA or ATI graphics, obviously, and then few and far between, right? Like once in a while you get the ones where it's optimized finally for everything, and that's when we don't port it. This is why you don't want porting. You want optimization for PC so that it's everything. That's what you want. So why is nobody doing this anymore? Nobody. Just nobody. So again, a lot of this again has to do with this next generation going into the market and trying to make games for us. Us that wants nostalgia, yada yada yada. But doesn't necessarily understand why that nostalgia happened in the first place, why that game was so good. Does that make sense? So like, if you want to know, if you want to dissect that, essentially what you want to remember is that, like I said with the Halo example, this stuff was good because it was the first. It was unique. Walking, not really sure why. So again, if you want to create a game, that people remember and that's good, essentially that's unique. Take for example the one that we played a few nights ago called, Squirrel the Gun. It was really fun. Really unique game. Really simple concept. That's the point. Like it's just a squirrel with a gun. But that's that's what's great about it. It's funny, That's why I wanted to play it. Got me to play it. That's what I'm saying. Hello? 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 Are we still live? They are doing something funky with this stream now that we're in the woods for some reason. It's very interesting. This woods is a state park, it's actually a county park, just so that you're aware, so it's not like we're not allowed to be here. Yeah, so don't be trying to pull that crap, YouTube. Yep, nothing wrong with it. Be trying to pull that crap, YouTube. Anyway, there's nobody in the stream. I'll bet YouTube went and told everybody the stream ended. Yep, even though we didn't lose signal. I bet that's what happened. YouTube's been telling people the stream ended. So, anyway. I'm gonna talk more games here soon, but I don't know if they're sharing the stream, they're promoting it. There's nobody in here, so we're just Wait till we get some more people. Why so long? But like, you're not even showing up as being here. That's the issue. Yeah, like, so like clearly you're in here, but it's like saying that people aren't. It's usually what they do when I'm walking. So, I guess the new Assassin's Creed got delayed. Shadows or whatever, right? Is that what it's called? I forget what it's called. The one that's actually in Japan for once. I guess I got delayed again, so there's that. With me playing newer games, it's just like, again, it's a whole investment, and I just don't want to be doing that too much. And there are so many other games that I can sit and draw your attention to, talk about, have played for years. There's also plenty of games that I have yet to get into that that are cheap, that are good games for cheap. You know, not like cheap as in their value, cheap as in like price wise, because their value, man. Some of these games, I feel like they could get away with charging a lot more. Right? And we got some bikes or something. Hey. Okay, so we're up here. Yeah, let's probably de-escalate this stream. Hopefully not. They probably will. They probably already did it. But no, as far as like, you guys know like what I've been playing lately. It's just like you know, like city builders, colony building, civilization building, sort of games, base building. I like management style stuff, and so we've been playing stuff like that again. I mean, you guys know we've been playing some Northgard and other stuff too. I also still been playing my roguelikes. As you guys know, I do love those. We still play those. I'm still gonna keep up current on Vampire Survivors. You know, always keep up with that probably. Then I have my Soulstone Survivors that we've been keeping up with. I'm doing that too. Interesting. I usually see that. I mean, obviously it looks like somebody's coming back. You don't see that, you know. Alright. Yeah, I mean, it's just too much of an investment for me to play the same game I've played already. And well, all right, so it's remade. Okay, that's cool, but I just feel like we're investing like a lot of money into stuff, like I said, that we've played a million times, like when we were younger, and then we're trying to recreate this in modern. Oh, like our new graphics can make it look this much better and stuff like that. Like, yeah, that's great, but for some people that might even take away from the original. Like it just, I don't know. Like, it's not. It doesn't always compute, like that. Yeah, it's not always, like that. I, I, I do have to get to the things I need to get to today, but it didn't hurt to go for a bit of a walk with you guys. It's a lot farther down than it looks. So it's windy. It's windy. Hope you're all having a nice weekend. Appreciate all of you. All that. It's windier. Yeah, you know what's massive disappointment when you do want to play this game, but it's got Massive price tag. Just, you just know it's wrong. You know, you just know it's not right. There's nothing like that. It really isn't. Like, you just, how can you? It's this massive price tag, man. $70. Can't do that. Can't do it. Trying to slow down so you guys can see the forest a bit, but I don't know how it looks for you guys either, because a lot of times it looks really, really, really clear for me, and then I see it later and it's like, bleh, soup. It's like, oh, okay. Okay. There you go, natural lens flare. No filter there. For once. Nice, right? No, that's not a filter, that's lens flare. That's how it actually works. See it there. Move it around a little bit, move it up. Yep. I don't know if you guys can see it or not. Hopefully you can. Yeah, I don't, because hopefully it's clear enough. Oh man. Going down. You guys could appreciate how large that is from here. Let's see if we can get a little closer so you can fully appreciate the size of this.
slab of rock face. There we go. So here's me. Come this way. Rock. That's where we were up there. Sounds like some people are having fun. Yep. So there you go. That's how big it is. That's what she said. And then here, if you want to see, it's me next to it. Let's see if I can put my thing down here. Where I can put it. Maybe here. This is. There you go. There you go. Why did 4 people come in just to watch me do that and then leave? Very strange. Yeah, like we got some weird activity lately. 4 people came in just to watch me do that and then left. Very interesting. Oh, they're smoking cigarettes. I can't handle it. Yeah, I don't like cigarette smoke at all. I just smoking cigarettes. There you go. full signal. Full signal. So if it's bad, looks bad, then that's on them, because I got full service. Yeah. Completely full. 5G full bars. Yep. Huh. There's a dog. Dog. Adorable dog. Sometimes if you pet dogs, when you're out somewhere and stuff like that, it can rile them up a bit. So if the person looks like they're trying to keep the dog away, I usually don't try to offer, because there's usually a reason. But if they seem friendly, a lot of times I like to pet them. Love dogs. Gotten to pet some soft, fluffy ones in my travels because I've simply asked. Can I pet your dog? Is that okay? Love it when they say yes. Oh yeah, that Chinese food hit the spot, man. Chinese food hit the spot, man. Right? Now there's still some stuff that I have to do today. I got some stuff done, but I wanted to get something to eat, and then I just took you guys with me, so I just decided to take you guys with me. So there's still some stuff I gotta do today, but I'm okay. I'm okay, I got time to do it yet. I just need groceries, you know. Just groceries and whatnot. Look at the trolls in here removing their likes. You guys see this, right? Was that 39? Who's in here actually actively removing all their likes? So, like, again, we went from 39 down to 33. That's the kind of trolling behavior we've seen, if you guys see this. Essentially, they just come in and like a shitload of times so they can remove them later. See what they're doing? We're already down to 31. We were at 39. So that's what they're doing. If you notice, they're just coming off. Yep, there goes another one. So again, he's just in here with his people, that other content creator. He's just coming in with a shitload of alts and doing that. That's what he's been doing. That's what I was showing you guys before. And there's your proof. I mean, like, there was nothing going on, nothing like toxic or anything. Just randomly somebody started removing their likes, and I started talking about it. So yeah, like, we were at 39, and then like all I saw was just like the counter just going down all of a sudden, just for no reason at all. So yeah, there it is. There you go. Down to 29. Yeah, so like, again, no reason, just so that way you see it and they control. Yeah, you see how just the sheer number of likes that this trolling content creator puts on my channel. This is the point, guys. Like, look at this. Yeah, he had us all the way up to 39. Look, we're at 24 now. So this is how fake his content is. Yeah, that's how fake his content is. You know, you ever wonder why he has so many likes and he has so many views and he has so many of this or that? Well, there you go. Look how fake his content is. If he's doing this to me and harassing me like this, imagine what he's doing to his own content to boost it. Yeah, if he's willing to go out of his way like this to harass me nonstop like this, you make all these alts just to like and an unlike. I remember, like, we were just like walking just like normal, nothing was going on. Just all I noticed was just that all of a sudden all the likes started like just like coming off for no reason. So again, this is the same content creator that's been liking just to remove them later, and just the sheer number that he did, like, this many people don't come in here and like just to remove them. Like, they're not individually all coming back, like organizing and shit. Oh yeah, let's go back in there all now and unlike it all. No. It's literally just the one fucking crazy content creator. Like, nobody else would do that. Like, that's the point. Like, it's not like a bunch of people. It's just that dude. You know what I mean? Like, that's the rationalization of it, because that's the point. It's like, not that many people are just coming in and then liking and then also coming back later to unlike. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you see how we're down to 15 now? Yeah, we were at 39. So you see just how many he can put on there. Yeah, down to 14. So this is how fake his content is. And remember, if he's doing this to me, to mess with me, he's definitely doing it to his content to boost it. So that's what I'm saying, is you have to rationalize the fact that we were at 39 likes. And then, yeah, all of a sudden, just randomly out of nowhere, we're just walking, just talking about games. Out of nowhere, they all just come off. Out of nowhere. And so again, this has been going on ever since you know, that guy and I parted ways, and he's been crazy ever since we knew him. Like he was always in my channel, in my chat, always talking to my and content creators don't do that. They don't just like regularly come in chat. And he was always boasting about his channel. And like this guy is the guy that's trying to get everybody canceled. He's trying to make content to get everybody else canceled, yada yada. And he tries to copy content. And meanwhile, this is how fucking nuts he is. This is your proof, guys. I mean, 39 likes and now we're down to 11. There you go. That's how crazy this guy is. Yeah, he's so crazy. Yeah, he really is jealous, I guess. I don't know, maybe he's just like jealous that he can't walk somewhere. I don't know. Really weird. Why don't he just take a walk himself? What's he jealous of? Yeah, like, why doesn't he just like stop doing this in the first place? Yeah, like, this is the point. Who would actually come in? Like, all separate people who would actually separately all come in to like a stream and then remove, all separately come back later to unlike it. They wouldn't. Yeah, they wouldn't. Like, there's no mass organization. Yeah, they wouldn't. Yeah, like this is one creator coming again, and he liked that many times. So it was up to 39. So it's down to 6 now. This shows us how many alts he actually has. I mean, this is your proof, guys. Just so that you're aware too, this is being tracked. It's very easy to track this when we're doing it this way. So we do have a team looking into this, and flat out you see that he is in here doing this actively. Down to 4, so that's over 30 alts right there. Proof that he has over 30 alts that he's been using for this. There's your proof right there. Yeah, there you go. He's removing them. He's changing he's changing those to dislikes. So he's changing the likes that he had, all 39 that he had, to dislikes. That's what he's doing. And again, that many. We had 39 likes, and now we're down to 3. And again, like nothing happened. Yeah, like nothing happened. They just started coming off. So again, this goes to show how crazy this guy is. Yeah, he's been doing this for a while. Actually likes that many times just to take them off. Yeah, it's to brainwash people to play tricks on people that watch my channel. And there's going to be a lawsuit. Yeah, like my lawyer wants to sue him big time. There's going to be a lawsuit, and I don't know when it's going to happen, but my lawyer wants to sue him big time. Basically, that's the point. Like, this actually is real defamation of character here. Like the thing where he comes in and likes a shitload of times and then removes them, and then we have to spend time talking about why that's happening. This has actually happened many times, and he's caused me enough emotional distress. And again, I've never gone onto his channel and stuff like that and done anything to him. I've just talked about what he has done to me. So again, he is going to be sued for defamation of character and emotional distress, but it's just it's taking time, because yeah, it's definitely shady. I saw you had over 30 likes. Yeah, that's the point. It's down to 3. I had 39. And again, nothing happened. Like, not a whole shitload of separate people don't all come in all separately and start removing the likes that they liked. That makes no sense. He just proved what a crazy person he is. Right here, right now, today, he just proved it. dude can't handle. Literally, like this is your proof, guys, and we didn't do anything. All we did was eat some food. Like, dude is jealous of like me being me or something. Like, flat out, this proves it. He has problems. So, yeah. I mean, he's getting sued. It's again, like, it's taking time. I mean, we've been baiting him and he's been falling for it, like, flat out. Like, it's as simple as talking about him, like, about what he's doing. That's all I have to do. I simply just talk about the things he's doing to hurt my channel, and he does more of it. That's it. I didn't even talk about it today. So that's what it is. Yeah, that's what it is. He didn't get enough traffic from me hating on him, so he came in to do that. Yeah, that's all it was. Yep. So yeah, we had 39 likes, and then they all just started coming off. Now they're down to 3. That's not normal. There's nothing normal about that. That's psychopath. That's stalker level. That's psychopath. Yeah. Stalker level. Psychopath. Yep. And that's some pretty messed up stuff that YouTube even allows him to be on there at this point. You know what I mean? Like, after seeing all that. And he got subs because of me. Like, he would, when he was like losing subs and he was losing views, he would come in my chat and talk up his channel, talk what he's gonna do next. And flat out, there were so many times he came in and started talking in my chat when I had a lot of concurrence. And then everybody left and went into his. He's like, I'm going live. Everybody from my stream left and went into his stream after that. And he had so much traffic. And it was all because of me. And he did the same thing to Michael Does Life. He did the same thing, except he pretended not to like him. Meanwhile, he thinks he's funny. Yeah, he's lying. It's all a con. He's a con artist. He's a liar. Yeah, that's it. He's just lying. He's literally just a lying con artist. Yeah, he's trying to sue people for this and that already. Yeah, and that was before. That was before he started. Like, you have to understand, like, I'm defending myself here. Yeah, he's the one doing this. So we were at 39 likes and now we're down to 3. That's fucking nuts. You gotta be crazy if you're coming in here to like that many times just to remove that many. And that many alts too, just to mess with people. Freaking weird, man. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for the support.